Closer to about 20 to 30%.
99.9%.
Maybe 80%.
The other 0.1%, I just think about it.
65% of my planned day.
5%.
I spend the rest of my time doing administration.
The rest is putting out fires.
How do we know we're accomplishing that?
Do I measure my goals?
We haven't quite figured out how to measure our internal goals yet.
You mean we're supposed to keep track?
Reportamos, lo que hicimos y todo sale por eso. Como en el customer feedback is like gold around here.
I hate feedback.
Feedback is very important, positive or negative. I know I've done a good job when there's no feedback.
No feedback at all. That's first.
No.
If we don't hear anything, we know it's not being used.
I know I did a good job if the dessert tray is empty.
I've got people up too fast, so let's start quick.
It's hard to measure how much people are trying.
It's very hard to see how we're doing.
Our team needs a scoreboard.
I want a scoreboard.
Now, why would I want that?
Measurements imperative. I don't think we have a way to measure for doing better than last one.
They say that we're going to do it, but it never happens.
But we know it's important.
I feel it. I just know we're not doing a good job.
Yeah, let me know how that goes.
It's as simple as having a goal.
So we choose the most important, or wildly important one.
Pardon?
We choose widely important goals. Wildly important goal. Wildly?
Wildly
Important.
go. I don't understand what you mean. We call them wigs.
Wildly important goals.
Wild. Why wild?
They are not only important, they're wild.
That would be a good idea.
What?
Another wig.
Wait.
All right. Again, from Sampy's side, that's probably a pretty fun exhibition in terms of what is we're assessing. There you go. Borders. You asked a little bit about the foundation, and I thought I'd share with you then a few photos. This is my lead-in to the opening discussion on the rate-based stuff a little bit. One of the projects listing about FIRST Robotics earlier this morning, just an example of some of the things we do at the foundation that are available to schools around the region. One of the things we put together is a project called the Innovative Vehicle Design, or IVD. It is to basically counteract the FIRST Robotics movement in some ways. We began to fund a few FIRST Robotics teams in partial ways. And when I began to really explore more deeply what FIRST Robotics was up to, and take it from me, I cherish Dean Kamen. I think he's one of the greatest guys on the planet. In fact, we own 2 Segways as tools that we take into schools to give kids chances to ride Segways, right? And ask the questions, why don't you fall off? How come this? Why is this? What's it made out of? Why did they make this? Are they selling? How much does it cost? Blah, 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 blah. So Dean Kamen, who's the inventor of the Segway, and is the father of FIRST Robotics. That was his whole concept, to try and get more kids excited about engineering and robotics and science and so forth. We just saw it as becoming an extremely expensive program for a lot of schools that just never could find the money to do it. So we looked at our industry, we put some synthesis together, and we created an electric car program whereby kids build a full-scale drivable electric car. And it's all based on innovative design and innovative engineering. What we're promoting is innovation. We're not promoting high competition. We're not promoting racing. We're promoting creative thinking and innovative engineering. So we've done that, and we give each team $10,000, usually from us and a match with a partner. Here's $10,000. Schools don't have time to chase money. You don't have time to chase money. So why we want kids knocking on doors? Yes, that's an important aspect of understanding that you don't get something for nothing. I understand that. But in today's rapid-paced society, we provide the students with a $10,000 budget. And then they get to build cars and do cool things. So to give you just an idea of what some of those look like, that car is from Westland. That is a young lady driving. Last year in our competition, there was a performance element. This is a hydrogen fuel cell car that they built at a tech center. They got the hydrogen fuel cell from China. And they built the car around that. She, by the way, is entering Schoolcraft College as a 2-year college this coming fall, and then is looking to go to Michigan Tech, I believe, as an engineering student. She had no plans at college, not zero zip. She was.
What's the name of the program?
Innovative Vehicle Design, IVD. Young man driving that car is another high school built car out of Ferndale, Michigan. That young man is fourth year, he's been working on these cars. He's going to Michigan State in engineering, where the two cars side by side. This is a team from Bad Axe, Michigan. This is one of my favorite pictures because their car stopped running out on the course. You see no adults in the picture because the adults are all off on the sidelines, as it should be, and they needed to get underneath it so that they can make the repairs. So I love this picture. I crawled underneath the car while they were trying to get to the drivetrain, and you see the jacks here, all the shoelaces and the shoes that are holding the frame up so the kids can slide underneath it and do the repairs on the vehicle. We are authentic, once again. The judging that takes place, this gentleman right here is on our board of directors, Dr. David Turner, PhD in physics, and he was a former chief technologist at the Eaton Corporation. He's judging the Myron Trinae, former chief financial officer at the Yazaki Corporation. He is grilling these kids, making sure that they understand the adults, the teachers are nowhere to be seen, so there are some similar aspects to other competitions. Just some pictures of some of the cars, some are kid cars, some that come out of kits. I love the eyes on that driver who's on a figure 8 course, which is one of the 2 courses that the drivers have to drive. We did this competition at the Nissan facility in Farmington Hills, Michigan. This is a wraparound drive that goes all the way down off into that parking lot. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So it's a long course that the drivers have to drive. They have 30 minutes on the course. This is a car that came out of northern Chicago. They did a variety of different innovative things where they had a drivable rear wheel. They locked the front wheels, put GPS systems on the front to monitor speed and performance, and they put the steering